Good morning, everybody. Today is the day I'm going to take my motorcycle to Fort Fisher. I think I've got everything packed the way I need to pack it. Never packed quite this much stuff on a bike, but I've got everything that I think I need. A little bit of clothes. I've got my rain gear because it's supposed to rain both days, and then I've got my drone and some camera stuff and some extra batteries, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, here's the bike. Here's what it looks like. Yeah, should be fun. So a quick walk around on the bike. I've got my tube on the front fender here. I haven't noticed any vibrations, but I noticed it moves a lot, so probably end up moving that again at some point. I got a battery bank in there for the GoPro and for my phone. And then I've got extra batteries in here, and I've got my drone batteries are in here as well, plus like visor cleaners and things like that. On the back here, get my jacket out of the way. I've got it's my hoodie, and then in here I've got a bike cover, the drone, my air compressor, and a few other little odds and ends thing. Rear tire tube. Then in here, clothes and extra oil just in case. And then in here, I've got all my rain gear and my freeze out gear just in case it gets super cold. So that's the setup for the ride. It's about 180 miles from where I live to Fort Fisher, or Southport's actually where I'm probably going to end up to begin with, and then we're going to go to Fort Fisher and kind of see what we can see along the way. With that said, I'm going to get on the bike. We're going to take off, go get fuel, and head down towards the beach. Be careful. Oh, shit. All right, well, we're going to get gas real quick, and then we're going to head off to Southport. Trips my dad wanted to do. We used to go to Fort Fisher quite a bit, and that was, between Fort Fisher and Tybee, probably two of my favorite places to go with my dad. We went to St. Augustine a few times. That's definitely on the list, but for now it's going to be Fort Fisher today because I've got a limited time. I've only got today and tomorrow to kind of go out that way and explore and see what we can see. So we're fueled up now. I'm going to hit the road and see if we can dodge some of this rain that's supposed to come. It's awful cloudy today. They're calling for rain for today and tomorrow. I think tomorrow's going to be worst. It's awful cloudy now though. It's not supposed to rain here until tonight, but I don't know, we'll see. I did not bring my tent. I ended up getting a hold of the campground, and they were booked up for tonight, so I'm going to try to get a hotel when I get closer to Southport, see what I can find for a reasonable price. If not, I'm going to be sleeping under a bridge or something, which, won't be too bad, I guess. Welcome to Mount Gilead, folks. Is it me or is there tobacco in a vape shop like every 30 freaking feet, man? Dang. Baby squirrel, just about got him. Well, we made it to Southport. I'm gonna go get checked into my hotel and I'll show you the room here shortly. See ya. All right, well, here's the room. I've already been in here. I dropped my stuff off and I went back down the hall for a second to see kind of where my bike was parked in relation to the room, and I'd like to be able to bring it on the back side, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that. I think this is some kind of road back here or something. This is my view. Nice. Bed looks pretty clean. Everything looks pretty clean. Not bad for 150 bucks. I am gonna go ahead and park here for a little bit, rest my legs and my butt cheeks, and then I'm gonna go out and kind of explore the city. Probably hit the ferry, go across to Fort Fisher and take a look and see what's going on over there. Probably get something to eat here shortly. So I'll see you again here in just a little while. Well, I think now I'm gonna head over to Fort Fisher, take the ferry, head over to Fort Fisher, and try to find something to eat. So let's head that way and see what kind of cool things we can see. So I'm hoping the ferry stays kind of active at night. I don't know exactly how late the ferry will go for. If I miss the last ferry, then it's about an hour ride back. I have to go all the way back up through, almost through Wilmington to get back to Southport. So my hope is that I'm able to go over there and ride around for a minute and get dinner and whatnot, and then make the last ferry home or back to Southport. But if not, it's about an hour ride back. It's not the biggest deal, not the end of the world, but I would like to ride it back if I can. So hopefully that won't be such a pain in the butt. Hey, how's it going? Y'all take cards? What's the last ferry that goes through from Fort Fisher?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
Cool. Hey, I appreciate it.
Of course, and I'll have you pull into. Well, I'll have you wait till these cars are gone, but I'll be pulling the lane 2 over there.
Over there?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It might be a little hard to see, but
that's fine.
it's over there.
That'll work. Appreciate it.
All right.
Well, this is the Fort Fisher ferry. This would be pretty cool. I really wish I could send my drone up in the air right here, but I don't think that would be very I don't think that would be very smart of me right now.
Over there, I've got to get them on first.
That's fine. You tell me wherever you need me to go.
Just get over there. It's that way.
That'll work. Well, couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. This is awesome. The sky's kind of looking like a time bomb though. I'm trying to wait for it to dump rain on me. But that's alright. If it does, it does. I've got my rain gear. And half the time you don't even feel it anyway. So we'll make the best of it no matter what. But it's gorgeous out here. I kind of wish I brought my camera, like my good camera, but I didn't. Didn't have room for it. Not on this trip. Kind of feel like I'm going to burn my clutch up in this traffic. So we finally made it to our Fort Fisher, and we are on our way to, well, from Southport. Now we're on our way over to Fort Fisher. Kind of waiting on the bottom to drop out, but I don't know. We'll see. So we're doing it. Here we go. Should be a pretty fun ride. We'll see if we don't get eaten by the seagulls. We've come in for a landing. Thank you. So if you turn down that little road right there, that'll take you up to the aquarium and to the entranceway to the Fort Fisher Hermit, or the entranceway to the trail for the bunker, actually. This is the Fort Fisher Monument. And then over on this side is the actual Fort Fisher. With the museum and all the historical stuff. Looks like they've been restored. Oh wow, this is new. Me and my lovely wife did our engagements. Pictures out here. So that was a great dinner at Jack Mackerel's. It's one of my favorite spots. Me and my wife come here a lot. She's gonna be pissed that I went to eat there, but hey, shit happens. So now we're gonna go visit Mr. Harrell, the Fort Fisher hermit. Every time I come up here, I like to visit and kind of see his grave. But anyway, like, I didn't record anything in Jack Mackerel's just because, I don't know, I get weird about doing that stuff in front of people. I had to sit at the bar. There was a ton of people. And it's really awkward for me. So I try to draw as little attention as possible. So I just kind of ate my dinner and moved on. But that is literally one of my favorite places. One of my favorite, me and my wife's favorite. And of course, my dad's the one that introduced it to us. I know you're probably gonna get tired about hearing about my dad, but sorry, that's the whole reason I do these little ventures. My dad was a great dad. He is a great dad. I mean, he's still around. He's just got dementia real bad. Has his days, good days, bad days. But he's introduced me to a lot of stuff, and he's always been my best friend. So I'm trying to go through and do some of the things that he really enjoyed or wanted to do, and never got the chance to, or we didn't get to do them enough. So that's why I'm doing this. Here it is, right here. Yep. Federal Methodist Point. This is where the grave is. So we're gonna walk around the little doohickey here. We can go to the graveyard. That's perfectly legal. We're not trespassing or anything. It is maintained, it is kept. So we're gonna walk down here to see Mr. Harrell's grave. I've been here quite a few times, and if I'm not mistaken, we got to go through this little fence up here, and that'll take us to the back side. It's the older part of the graveyard, and that's where he's buried. And you can see we're not super far off the road, but it's far enough. Newton Graveyard and Home Site. Kind of cool. Let's see what all this says. State of North Carolina Department of Cultural Resources. Huh, neat. So anyway, back here is the older graveyard. I'm not exactly sure where the home site is. This right here is Mr. Harrell's grave site. Yep. Robert Harrell, Fort Fisher hermit. Definitely made the people think, that's for sure. He had a whole different outlook on dealing with things, and that was just how it worked. And look, people have left cash, gift cards, and all sorts of stuff in his pot. That is insane. That is so cool. A bunch of graves. This one right here's got some newer stuff on it. Let's see what this says. Cappy. Do something better. That's pretty cool. Died in 1990. So that's a fairly newer grave compared to some of the other ones out here. So undoubtedly there is not another, I thought there was a home site out here, an actual building site, but apparently there's not. This is what the sign says. Protected by Archaeological Resource Protection Act and the National Historic Protection. Yep, pretty cool. No excavation out here, no metal detectors and all that jazz. So anyway, this is the back side of the cemetery. This is I want to say there was a church out here at some point. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. This is not it, obviously. It's quite interesting. Let's see what this says. Worshipped in the old Federal Point Methodist Church, which stood on this site from 1900 to 1957. Okay, so it did. There was one here. I'm not crazy. So that's what was here then. Okay, and then if I'm not mistaken, this goes down further into the woods towards the, this goes towards the, gun bugs are crazy out here. The water's out that way, but it's not the ocean. That's the waterway or whatever. Anyway, this is the newer graveyard, and I'm assuming these graves are somewhat newer, like 2006, 97, 2006. I'm sure this is a current graveyard, but anyway, that was the whole point to come out here. I wanted to visit Mr. Harrell's graveyard or gravesite, and kind of have a minute in the quiet, just kind of come out here and see what's going on. But anyway, let's head back to the bike, head back towards Southport. We're gonna have to go the long way. The ferry's closed. So finally made it back to the hotel. My camera died right after I went to see Mr. Harrell's grave. So I did not get a lot of the ride back, which, I mean, it's a lot of riding footage. It's not that big of a deal. I stopped and got gas. Wasn't that huge. Bike feels like it's running kind of funny. I don't know, maybe it's just hot. But it's like it's idling kind of funny. I don't know if that's because I've put a pipe on it and done some airbox mods and have not re-flashed the CPU or whatever, the computer chip, or if it's just because that's the way they run. I don't know. So I'm gonna just let it cool, and then I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna go out and cover it here in a little bit, but right now I'm just kind of chilling in the hotel. Gonna watch some TV, gonna download some footage, might play some video games on the iPad or something like that. But right now it's rest time, and I think that this will be the last time you see me tonight. I will see you again in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Already checked out of the hotel. I think it was 11 o'clock checkout, and I slept right up till like 10 o'clock. I was beat. So I've got checked out, got the bike uncovered. I've got everything packed on the bike. I am fixing to run by Walmart and pick up a waterproof backpack because I don't know that it's not going to rain. It hasn't rained on me yet, but I don't know that it's not going to, and I don't trust it. So I'm going to go pick up that up. But first, I'm letting the bike warm up. I'm going to check the oil. It's a new bike, but I still like these things. Have a tendency to use a bit of oil, so I want to check it, make sure everything's good. And then we're going to head to Oak Island and kind of ride around and see what we can see. Maybe hopefully get the drone in the air. I got it worked out last night. So hopefully I can get that done and get a few drone shots. But I don't know. We'll head to Oak Island and see what we can see. So see you shortly. Oil looked good. Everything looked good. Everything's tightened down. I'm going to head over to Ocracoke and kind of see what we can see. But first, let's make that stop by Walmart. Pick up a backpack just in case. Just in case. You never know. Like I said, it looks like a time bomb. It's looked like a time bomb all weekend. So I got my rain gear is accessible. So hopefully if it does monsoon on me, I can get stopped quick enough not to get totally soaked. Just kind of have to see. Ooh, it's windy though. I did see on the news or on the weather app where it said it was windy, and boy is it very windy. It's never really bothered me before, but then again, I am somewhat starting over as a new rider, so we'll see. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
You love
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Awesome. Thanks so much. You too. All right, let's get this in here. Okay, there's that. There's that. So it says water resistant, but hell, who knows? Okay, let's get my trash dropped over here. Alright. And then this can go. I'll pack this in. I'll just put this in my pocket for now. This can go in this bag because I'm gonna just throw it away, but I don't really want to do that if I can help it. Okay, let's see if we can get this on comfortably. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. Much better. All right. Nice. Would like to see the lighthouse. I'm not sure exactly how to get to it, but I'm gonna head down this way and see if this will take me back to it. I think it will. I think then we'll ride to Holden Beach and get something to eat. Enter only lighthouse visitor parking. Well, kind of a visitor. I'm gonna turn around and take a picture of it. That was awful nice of them. They let me walk out on the pier for free. There's a $2 charge to walk out on the pier. And just had a really nice conversation with the bartender there. He's a really cool dude. But he allowed me to walk out on the pier for free. Saved me $2. I'm gonna walk to the end of it while I'm here. Take a few videos and kind of see what we can see. Must be a wreck or something. I see blue lights. Get out of their way. Not good. It's no bueno. Hope everybody's okay. See if we can find us a cheeseburger or something. This looks like a spot right here. Well, let's go ahead and grab us a bean. Hopefully it don't rain on us. Castaways. Lobster tacos are amazing. But anyway, I didn't get to record the intros. Too many people. I get weird. I'm gonna finish up my food here and get a couple shots of the outside, and then I'm gonna head on to the next stop, which I have no idea where that's gonna be. We'll see. Little tip for you: whenever you stop at a gas station because you have to use the bathroom or whatever, make sure you always check to make sure there's toilet paper. Otherwise, you're gonna be riding home commando. Just saying. Just finished up my little break and my drink here. Started to drizzle a little bit, so I think I'm going to try to hit the road and see if I can kind of outrun it. It drizzled on me a little bit on the way up here, but it wasn't anything huge, so hopefully I can kind of dodge it again. It's starting to look a little hazy, so I don't know. Hopefully the rain will not stop me. It won't stop me. I'm going to get home. I got about 2 hours to get home. So I look to probably take another break here about another hour, give or take. So I will see you then. Yep, that's gonna have to do. No tractor trailers allowed. Church parking only. Well, I am fixing to use your little thingy here to get my gear out. There we go. All right. Let's get our rain gear out real quick. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Okay. So I can do this without pulling this completely out of here because it's a pain in the ass to get back in there. That's the pants. Alright, these are going to be huge. I think I ordered them a little bit big because I wanted them to be able to fit over my clothes. And that's the jacket. Cool. So let's fold this back down. Lock you up. And then fold you back down. And secure you. Nice. And then I don't know why it's doing that. Secure you back right there. I love these bags, man. These Tusk Highland bags are freaking awesome. I had a little bit of a time getting them, figuring out how I was going to hook them on there, and I did order one of the I forget what company it is, the quick releases that goes right here to quick release. I haven't installed it yet, so what I ended up doing was, I don't know if you can see it, I took a piece of 550 cord on either side and crossed these back ones. I didn't use the center one, but that holds it pretty tight. I haven't had any problems yet. So let's see if we can get dressed real quick. Oh yeah, let's get over here out of the dust. There we go. There's one side. And then I am not agile enough to do this. There we go. All right. There's the other side. Good deal. Doop boopy doop. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah. Take this knife off, put it in my bag somewhere. That'll do. That'll do. Cool. Jacket. Hopefully this jacket's big enough to fit over my backpack. That would be phenomenal. I'm definitely glad I got the bigger size. Even though it felt really huge on me before, it fits over all my clothes, which is kind of what I was wanting. Nice. Nice little spot to take a break, actually. This is where I should have grabbed me a drink and come down here and took a break. All right. Rain ain't gonna stop us. Oh yeah, this is nice. And just think, I had planned to do this the entire trip. Like, I had full expectations of getting up yesterday morning in the pouring down rain and riding all the way to the beach, just like this. But by the grace of God, I have had beautiful weather this entire time. And I'll be completely honest with you, this is not bad. This is very, very doable for me. Anyway, I enjoy this. And I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I spent like $23 on a set of like water boots from Walmart. These things are freaking phenomenal. They're very comfortable. And I didn't bring any other shoes. I just wore those because I was thinking to myself, you know, it sucks to get wet or like have your whole body dry and your feet be wet. So I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to invest in some water boots. But I thought, nah, I don't want to really dump a whole lot of money into it right now. So I'll just hit Walmart up and see what they have. And lo and behold, some pretty cool little water boots that are quite comfortable to wear just every day. I'm sure my feet sweat really bad in them, so I'm sure they don't smell good at this point, but it's a trade-off. It is what it is. I kind of want to see if I can make it home on this. It just started flashing because I had the bike sitting over. I don't think it's gonna run out on me, but if it does, I'm not but about 3 miles from home, or maybe about 3 or 4 miles. So yeah, it's already stopped blinking, so I feel pretty confident that I can push it quite a bit further. And here we are, home again. So I just pulled up at home. It is time to go inside now and take a shower and give my butt the much needed rest it deserves. But before I do, I wanted to kind of go over the mileage on this thing and see kind of how it did. It just started flashing right at 240 miles. So my assumption is I can get a little bit more out of that. That 241.7 miles is the last tank, and then 461 total. That's how many miles I went this weekend. You do the math, whatever else was on the first tank. So 2 tanks of gas took me 461 miles. So that worked out to be about, I don't know, $25 just or something like that. So anyway, very fuel efficient, did very good. No hiccups on the bike at all. It kind of rode a little funny when it got hot, but other than that, that was about it. But I'm tickled to death to be back, and I am so glad I made that trip because that's one of mine and my dad's favorite places to go. And also that's one of me and my wife's favorite places to go. We really enjoy Fort Fisher. Like I said, we did our engagement pictures there, and my family has a lot of history there. So anyway, I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch. Have a good one.
Check.